Hi, this is Trinisha Cottrell, and today I wanted to talk about for granted. So earlier today, I was sitting in contentment, sitting in this like really quiet space, just taking in my life, taking in the things around me, trying to really really do some self-evaluation. That's what I've been doing a lot lately, just a lot of self-reflection, trying to become a better person, trying to do better, trying to be a better person. And so as I was sitting and just reflecting upon my life, things that have happened in the past, things that I aspire to happen in the future, I started to think about how I want to move through this journey. Like, of course, I know that I'll be following whatever it is that God guides me to do. And I also want to make sure that I'm intentional with my life. And as I was sitting there thinking, I was just thinking about how some of the things I had in the past, I didn't appreciate when I had them. I was so busy trying to rush through life and move forward and just hurry up and get somewhere that I didn't even take the time to appreciate the things that I actually had in my life. Like some of the people who have passed on since then, some of the things that I've had in my life that maybe it wasn't like the most money I could possibly make, but being around certain people who are actually there for you, people who are actually looking out for you, having people in the community really really surround you and be there for you in the right way. And things like that, like camaraderie, things of that nature is things that people take for granted because we think, oh, this person is always going to be there. Like, and no one's going to be here forever. Like everybody has an expiration date. And so it's so weird how we could forget how death is inevitable, how we can really believe as if we could just take people and just people for granted in general. Like it could be that person in the family who's always taking care of everyone, or that person in the family who always does something for you, or that person who you can call when you're going through rough times and you think, oh, they'll always be there. You never thank them for being there for you. You never appreciate the fact that they're giving their time to you. Time is precious. It's something that you can never get back. And as I don't remember what part of the Bible said this. I know I said it in the one video, but it's been a while since then. Just like the Bible says, if you cannot ask for one more minute, week, day, hour of your life, then why? Then why? I'm paraphrasing here because we know how I do. And so, if we cannot ask for that, then why stem on the basis of regret? Why try to change things for someone else? Why do things in our life that mean nothing when it's in comparison to time? Something that you can't trade, something that you could never get back. So why are we allowing, and I'm getting on myself too. This is not just for other people. Like I've done this in the past. Why are we allowing people who don't appreciate us to take space in our life? Why are we allowing them to have so much effect on our emotions? Why are we allowing them to manipulate our minds into thinking that we're not good enough, thinking that we need to show someone what our value is, to prove to someone that we are really valuable, that we're really worthy? No, people that don't know your worth are not supposed to be in your life. The only people that are supposed to be there are people that truly appreciate you, that appreciate your time, that know that time is precious. And I know I say that and it sounds cliche and everybody talks about time being precious. And when someone passes on or something else, we start to really understand how precious time is. But it's not any of those things for me. It's just as I sat there thinking about things from the past that I took for granted, things that I did not appreciate in that moment, I started thinking about how I need to appreciate things at this time, now. Like, appreciate the fact that I have this house, regardless of the size. Appreciate the fact that I have a healthy child because children get sick, with different things all the time. Appreciate the fact that she's smart, that she is so mature and intelligent and just a fast learner, just things like that, really responsible is something that some parents don't even get that. And I get it. And it's normal for me. So sometimes I'm just like, oh, okay. Instead of being like, thank you. And I know we don't like to talk about parents saying thank you or saying that you're wrong in situations when it comes to your children. But for me, it's important for me to own up to anything that I do wrong because I'm learning just like she's learning. And if there's something that I can learn even from her, then I'm going to take that knowledge and run with it. I'm not going to pretend like I'm the parent, so I know everything. I don't know everything. I barely know some things day to day. Like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I got all the knowledge in the world. I'm still learning, and I'm willing to learn and grow and educate myself in different areas, because even with this child. So I have this child, and let's say in the future I have another child. When I have another child, that child's going to be different than this one. So I'm still going to have to learn. No two children are alike at all. DNA, everything. So so it's not for me to just try to act as if I can't learn something from my child because she is a child, or whoever else in the world. Like, anytime I have a conversation with anyone, I'm taking in that knowledge. I'm learning different things. I'm learning why this person thinks that way. I'm learning this person's perspective. I'm learning different, like, pathways that I could take to navigate through things that I don't have to go through in my life. Like, if someone is saying, "Oh, I did this and this happened, and this happened," it's not going to manipulate me to change. What if God is telling me I need to go that way, I'm going to go that way. And also, if it's something that I can avoid, I'm going to do it. I'm going to avoid doing it. I'm not going to just go through it just because I want to make my life rougher or make it harder on myself. I'm not doing that. And so so just taking all of that stuff in and knowing that I'm never done learning. I'm always going to learn something else. Even if I'm 82 years old, I still want to be learning. I don't want to be the 82-year-old woman that's like, been there, done that. Why did I do the old voice and everything? But I don't want to be that type of person. I want to be the type of person who's just like, oh wow, if I was your age and I was that young, I really would have wanted to know that. Like, that's something that could have helped me then, or even now. Like, the way that some of the millennials and different people are doing things is helpful, because when in the past, the electronics or different things weren't as advanced as they are today. There were certain things that weren't available to certain people, certain races, certain whatever else. And so now that we have that ability, I want to take advantage of it. I don't want to just pretend as if, because this is the old way we used to churn corn or like churn butter, and that was the only way to do it. That's what we got to do. Like, no. I mean, of course, doing that as a fun activity is fun, but if there's an easier or a better way to do it, or a way that can help me, I want to learn that way, and I want to learn the old way, because both of those ways would be helpful and beneficial to my life. I'm not saying one is wrong or one is right. It might be more time efficient. It might be more, it might take less time. It might, be more, allow you to be more efficient because you have more time available to do other things. But both of those things are still giving you the same result, just at different time periods. And so, of course, I wrote some notes because I always forget what I was going to say. Especially when I get a revelation in the middle of the day, I can't just post, like, go on and then just do a video. So I have to, like, take notes so that I can remember things, and so that I don't forget the things that I was going to say. So I really don't have that much time. I probably got maybe a couple minutes or something. So I'm going to try to make this fast. I think. I think it might be a couple minutes. I'll know when I hear the knock at the door. But in the meantime, it says, stop taking for granted the things that you have in life. It could be an overbearing parent. You're like, oh, my mom's always in my business trying to figure out what's going on with me. This isn't my example. This is just an example in general. And you're thinking, you're not appreciating the fact that your parent actually cares. You're not appreciating the fact that you actually have a parent. Some people don't even have a parent anymore. I mean, things like that, you just really take it for granted just because it's there, because it's available to you. And you don't realize how much you take it for granted until you lose it, or until something is missing in your life. And it's really important for us to acknowledge and appreciate and honor our parents for sure. And so the next thing I had was picking up and dropping off your child. So, I went through a period in my life where I could pick up my daughter from school and drop her off any day of the week. And, it was just, I love doing it because you could see them go into school. And I'm the corny parent. I know people are going to get on me, but I'm the corny parent who who says things like, have a miraculous Monday or something. I'm that Monday person. I'm so sorry, but I know. I am. And I'm like, have a terrific Tuesday. And then every Wednesday, I'm even laughing thinking about it, even though it's so corny. I'll be like, hump day. And then on Thursday, I'll be like, yeah, thank God Thursday. You just gotta, do what you do. Testify. I don't know, but I just come up with things, and then on Friday I'm like, it's Friday, like, cause it is Friday. Like everybody's happy about Friday for the most part, and so I just like doing things like that really brought me joy, and I really didn't appreciate it until I had a moment where I couldn't do that anymore. And sometimes it's so easy to overlook things like that that really do bring joy to your life because you're so busy worrying about a better position or so busy worrying about being surrounded by people, in the work environment or going different places or traveling or whatever else, when that time that you get to spend with those people is for a reason. Like every moment that I get to speak life into my daughter, speak life into the people around me, I need to take advantage of it. Every time I get an opportunity to hear someone out or allow someone to just speak the things that are troubling their soul, it allows me to feel like I'm serving in some way. It allows me to really just let them be seen, because not everyone gets a chance to do that. Not everyone gets the chance to speak what's truly on their heart, what's really troubling their heart or their soul, was was concerning them in their life. And sometimes when they're talking to people, people want to give them a instruction of a list of things that they need to do, when really most people just want you to listen because they haven't been heard, because their voice has been shut down. I was in that position before, and now that I can talk, you see me talking all the time. Like I thought I was an introvert. I really did, and I still feel that way sometimes, but I really feel like because I was so closed off and I just didn't want to be vulnerable around people, it allowed me to just be guarded in my circle, like in my corner, without having to really connect with anyone. And so now that I'm breaking out of my shell and I'm expressing myself more, I love talking to people. I love hearing people talk. I love the connection that you get, the conversation that you get to have with people. I like looking people in the eyes and letting them know that I really do truly hear them and I really truly care about what it is that they have to say. I'm not just like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" so people can say good. I'm like, "No, hey, how are you feeling? Like, what's going on? Is everything all right?" When people say I'm good, I'm like, "You're good? Okay. Are you good for sure?" Like, or like, what's been going on with this and this? Like, I keep the conversation going because I want them to know that I'm being intentional, that I really truly do care about what it is that they're saying. I'm not just that person that's just like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" just so they could say good and go about their business. I'm really truly concerned. I'm really truly caring about everyone's life, like what it is that's happening with them, like how they're really feeling. Because some people, when they don't get an outlet, when they don't get the chance to talk about things, they have to struggle and they have to suffer on their own. They feel like they have no one. And I've been in that situation too. And if there's a way for me to make other people feel like they're being seen and heard, I want to do it. And so so I really truly just like to really look people in the eyes and let them know that, hey, I see you. I really truly see you. And so the next thing is the kindness of others, your support system, friends, members, family members who are there for you. So people who you call when you're going through a rough time and you're just like, oh, they're just going to answer all the time. So like all the time. Just because they answer all the time doesn't mean you need to not appreciate them. Every time they answer the phone, you need to thank them, be appreciative, because not everybody's got time for all of that. Or not everybody wants to give their time to something like that. They're being completely selfless when they're listening to you. I mean, unless, of course, they're the person that just wants you to complain so they can throw it in your face. Don't talk to those people. I'm just saying, when it's somebody who truly cares about your well being and they're listening to you, they're taking time out of their life to listen to you, you need to really appreciate it and really thank them for being there for you. Because if that person wasn't there, if something, God forbid, happened to them tomorrow, who are you going to call? And no, that's not a pun or anything. I really, seriously, like, of course you talk to God about your problems, but when there's a human who God placed in your life to help you through whatever struggle it is that you're going through, appreciate those people being in your life because they're there to help you. The next thing was your job. You might be complaining about the job that doesn't pay much money, but everybody at your job gets along, or everybody at your job has this camaraderie. They really do like lean on each other. They help each other out. They cover shifts for each other. You get into this new position making more money, nobody wants to do that. Or you get into this new position and the next thing you know you work every weekend or something else. And so, and even if you work weekends, think of all the money you're saving, because if you can go out on the weekends, your friends will make you spend all your money. I mean, maybe not your friends, but other people too, because you're making more money. So they'll say, oh, yeah, you can just pay for this. And so you really have to think about those things. Think about the fact that while you're at this job, maybe you do get to be around certain people, or there's people in the community that you get to talk to, or there's whatever else it is, whatever benefit, whatever good thing it is that that job gives you. Appreciate it. Appreciate having a job, period, because some people can't get a job. Some people can't work. Like, you actually can work. You actually have a job. The job is paying you. Be appreciative until God sends you another opportunity. Your house, no matter the size. I say that because some people feel like being in a mansion would make you happy. But you could be in a mansion full of empty space, empty with a broken heart, with no one surrounding you, with no support system. Or you could be in a house or a shack and you have your family, you have your friends, you have everything that you need. A house can't buy you happiness. And I think it's really important for us to just appreciate where we are. Take advantage of the house that you have. Like, treat that house like it's a mansion, so that when God does give you a mansion, he'll know that you'll be a good steward of the things that he's blessing you with. Let's see. Your care. Your car. Oh, see, I was about to say something else and then I scratched it out. So it looked like care, but it was your car. Okay. So, your car, no matter how reliable, especially when it's reliable. Sometimes, like for me, I had this car. I love this car so much. But back in the day, I had this car with the crank windows. I even had a car with like it would like squeal when you started it up in the winter because it was heating up, and it would just, you go to pull off and it was like it was like the coolest, most funniest thing ever, and it had like so many scratches on it. Like one time there was this person that like hit against it or something and they scratched it, and I was like, I couldn't even tell the difference. And so so like when I had the car, I wanted to be appreciative of it. Like one car I rode until the axle came off. Like I rode it until the wheels literally came off the car. Like this is the type of person I was. And so now, like when I think about having a car that is reliable, I know my hair just does its own thing for real. Like I tried to do the thing, but it is what it is. This is why I do the ponytail and different styles, because it never cooperates. So so especially when you have a reliable car, because sometimes when there's no issues with their car, we'll just be sitting there driving instead of being like, thank God I got a reliable car. Thank God I can get from point A to point B. Thank God I actually am blessed with this vehicle, because there was times when I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it to work, because I didn't know if something else like the radiator, the alternator, I didn't know if something was going to go wrong with the car and I wouldn't be able to make it, or I ended up on the side of the road. Like, and quick story for people about the car with the wheels falling off. So literally this car, I rode until the wheels fell off, and I was literally half a mile from a bridge when the axle fell off the car. It was nothing but God. I I was driving and the car started shaking, like right before the bridge, right before I mean, it probably wasn't even a half a mile. It was so close, and the car started shaking and something told me to just pull over. And I go to pull over right in the turn lane. As I'm slowing down, the axle falls off the car. The car is literally sliding. If I would have been driving the speed limit on the bridge, I mean, the accident would have been horrible. I don't know if I would have made it, but God literally protected me. And it's so crazy that sometimes we even forget how blessed we are, or how God graces us or has mercy on us in certain situations because we just think about everything working out. We don't even think about the storms that we've made that God pulled us through. And so for me, when I think about the car, I'm just like, God, even before I rededicated my life to Him, He was always covering me. And sometimes we just don't appreciate. We take for granted the fact that that could have been the end of my life. That could have been, it could have been so horrible. But because of God, I'm still here. And so the next thing on the list is your skin and your hair. So you hear me talk about the hair does what it does. Yes, I still love my curls. I still love my hair in every stage. See how it is? So cute. I really do love my hair. Do I talk about how I just can't get it to cooperate sometimes? Yes. And I also need to appreciate my hair because my hair is healthy. It's thick. Um it's easy for me to just put some water and conditioner on it and literally just wear it like this or put it in a ball. Like it's not hard to manage at all. When it comes to detangling, it probably takes me like 5 or 10 minutes to detangle my hair. This thick hair. Yes, it does. Only take 5 minutes to do that. And so, I mean, even when it's straight, I just wrap it and put it down. It takes a little less time, but really, every stage of my hair, me with short hair, long hair, middle size hair, medium length hair, whatever, just appreciate the type of hair that you have, no matter how short, no matter how long, no matter what it looks like. Make sure that you get it healthy, take care of it, be a good, I want to say steward, but make sure that you are taking care of your temple, everything, your body, your hair, your skin, your nails, everything, because this is what God blessed you with. And even if you can't afford to go get a manicure and a pedicure, do it at home pedicure. Get some $1 nail polish and literally in a $1 like nail kit that you get with the clippers and the file and everything, and literally just do your toes and your nails at home. Push back your cuticles, cut off your cuticles, buff and shine your nails, put on clear polish if you don't like the colors, pick a color that you really like and you can wear that color all the time. If it chips, you already have the color at home. And another tip, when you're doing your nails and you have an issue with them chipping all the time, the best thing that you could do is buff that area. And then when you go over it, go on the very outside layer of your nail, like put polish there and under a little. And when it goes to peel off or chip, it's harder for it to chip. Like, will it chip eventually? Yes, but it'll stay on there a little bit longer. It's just a little pro tip. And so, and also with your skin, like, I really didn't appreciate my clear skin. Like, I appreciated it and I loved it, but ever since I talked about that one day about having clear skin, I have been breaking out every single day. And so I'm gonna appreciate these pimples too. That's what I'm about to do because I'm not gonna complain. I can't stress about it. I really just need to take care of it. It's gonna take time. Not everything is gonna be perfect all the time. Like, yes, you probably can't see it. Maybe you can. So that dot right there is from like an up the pimple from last week that's going away. Well, it's flat now. So I just have to put some stuff on it to get my skin back. But this morning I have one right here somewhere. It's like up here, I think. But yeah, every day there's another one. But I'm just going to keep continuously taking care of my skin. I'm going to appreciate my skin, flaws and all, stretch marks, pimples, cellulite, whatever it is, whatever you have going on, appreciate it because some people wish they had that dimple. Some people some people wish they had stretch marks from, different parts of your body being like a little bit bigger or whatever else. So appreciate it because what you don't understand is that what you don't appreciate, someone else would. And in conclusion, when it comes to your life, stop taking things for granted. Appreciate everything, every aspect of your life because God continued to grace and bless you and have mercy on you. And as long as He is covering you in your life, make sure that even at this moment, even in the future, you always appreciate your life.